Aurelio. 3 points up to second on the table for the meantime anyway. How happy are you with the performance from your side tonight?
Yeah, very happy. I think we're really focused. Before the game, we had a pretty tough game last week, so coming here we know it's never an easy game, but very, very focused. We started off the game well. We dictated a lot of that first half without really having much luck or a little bit more quality with our final passes in the penalty area. And then in the second half, again, we started the second half really strongly. Held them back in the first 5 or so minutes before we got the goal. So I thought by the time we got the goal, it was certainly deserved. And then we had a few hairy moments. They're coming out, they're pushing out a little bit more and taking probably a few more risks. And then, we sort of had a bit of an arm wrestle for 10 or so minutes. Found some composure and created a few more opportunities. The subs we put on made a great impact for us as well. So overall, really pleased.
You talked before the game about wanting to be a bit more clinical, a bit more ruthless. You had a lot of possession and territory in the first half. Were you at all frustrated by your inability to score in the first half? No,
look, I'd be more frustrated if we weren't getting the ball in there. We've been getting the ball in there for the majority of the season. I know it'll come, and it's not that we don't want to make a great final pass. Sometimes it's a poor decision. Sometimes it's not being aggressive yourself. And like Cavian, for example, he had a couple of moments where he could have been a bit more aggressive in one-on-one situations inside the box. He chose to pass, picked the wrong option. It happens, but because the focus was so strong, we just kept battling away and kept getting the ball into the right areas, and eventually got the goal. And as I said, with a little bit more now, so we probably could have pinched another one.
Can you just talk through the decision to leave Matt Leckie out of the starting 11 after fantastic last week at the derby, but also bringing him on and the impact he thought he had in the second half?
Well, he's had quite a number of injuries. Started all the way back in June with the national team, came back injured, and so it took a while to get himself going again, and then had a couple of setbacks through the pre-season. And so the last month we got him back, and we've tried lots of things with him, and we think we sort of got it worked out now with him. He's put his body through a hell of a lot over his 20-year career. So the last 4 weeks we've incrementally given him more minutes. He's had the last 2 games of 90 minutes. Last week was a real tough game against Victory, and he just pulled up sore the very next day, and right through the week couldn't get himself going. So we thought probably the best thing for him is just to sit him on the bench, and he felt fine by today, but he's missed a hell of a lot of training this week. So we use him as an impact today, and again, I think you see how important he is in terms of how we play and the presence he has on the pitch.
Marco Tilio, another goal against Wellington. 7 or 8 games now.
Oh, is it? Oh, really? Oh, good, lucky charm.
Do you feel he's getting... Where are we with Marco Tilio in terms of where he is at the moment, in terms of his potential, what he might continue to do?
He still has a lot of improvement. He was another one that's had a bit of a wretched run with injuries this season, and he's progressed again a bit like Lex over the last 3 or 4 weeks as well. Lot more minutes, and you can see how he's growing, and you can see how dangerous he is, especially in those one-on-one situations. So if he's sound and stays sound, which we hope he does, he's going to be extremely important for us. But we had a great group of contributors tonight. Just about everyone, and Kai was exceptional in midfield. Our back four were fantastic. Front three worked like they've never had before, and it's the way we play. It's not easy for those guys. And Andreas is coming back to form. Maxi Caputo also, he was out with a broken ankle. He's come back 3 or 4 weeks ago as well, so he is trying to find some rhythm as well. So I think we're in a reasonable position, and you're always going to be in a reasonable position if you continue to win.
Last one from me. Patrick Beach, I think the flag's up for that save he makes, the header.
Yeah.
I think it would have been chalked off
Yeah.
offside, but in isolation, I mean, how big a save is that, and how impressed have you been with Patrick Beach?
Yeah, it was a good save. But I think we turned over the ball for them to get that opportunity, which wasn't the best. But and Beach is doing fine, and he's got a lot of areas where he needs to improve. He knows that, and he's working on a daily basis with goalkeeper coach and with us within the group. Look, for me, I think we know where he can get to, but he's right at his infancy of being a goalkeeper. He's 22 years old. This is his first season of senior football. He's learned a hell of a lot, and he's got some fantastic attributes, but he also has some areas that, if you can get them right, will make him a super keeper.
The table is really tight at the moment. You've jumped all the way up to second. How tough is it having such a tight race as you've seen?
It's an interesting competition, isn't it? So I think it's exciting. I mentioned quite a few times through the course of the season that anyone can beat anyone on any given day. It doesn't matter where you are. I think it's exciting for the league. That's top six or whatever it is 7 and 8 is still got a lot to play for, and you still really don't know where you sit. I think that was our game 18. There's some who've played 17 as well, so also maybe someone's even played 16. I think so. Interesting. And it just proves that if you can win 2 or 3 in a row, it puts yourself in a very, very good position. Right now, I don't think anyone can catch up to Auckland. I think with the 8 or 9 games that are remaining, they're pretty strong at home, and their away form has been pretty good as well. So they look like they'll probably skip away.
After a little bit of a rough patch, you found some consistency over the last few games. What do you think's changed for that run?
Well, I don't agree that it was a rough patch. Probably in terms of the results that we wanted weren't there, but our form over the last 4 or 5 weeks, I think, has been pretty good. Yeah, we've had those issues about converting our chances, and we've had lots of games, especially the last 4 weeks, that we've played very similar to this game, where we've commanded the ball and were dominant without really punishing the teams and killing off games by half time. And that's been probably, it's not a concern, but that's probably been our Achilles heel.
And you've got 4 games coming up against teams who are trying to break into the 6. How important is it to keep the foot down and really build some distance between you?
Yeah, we've got to try to keep winning. I think that we go out every week trying to win. It doesn't matter if we're playing home or away. We'll try to be the team that's on the front foot. We'll try to be the team to be the aggressor, and we've got a good opportunity. A tough game Friday at home against Macarthur, and then a quick turnaround to Jets on a Wednesday. So 2 home games. So if we can get maximum points out of those 2, that puts us in a really healthy position. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Safe travels home, mate.
Thank you.